Hello everyone, Rob here, and welcome to module number 2, Kangen water, the different types of waters, and the Level Up series products. Okay, so in this module, we're going to be going over what Kangen water is. We're going to break down the different types of waters produced and their functionality. We're going to go over the e-cleaning procedure and what electrolysis enhancer fluid is and what its purpose is. Okay, we're going to break down the different Level Up series models and their properties or specifications. Okay, as an enagic distributor, you're going to want to be familiar with the different models, okay, their properties. That way you can give people the information that they need when they're asking you any questions. Okay, then we're going to go over other products produced and manufactured by enagic. Okay, so what is Kangen water? Kangen is a Japanese word that translates to returning to the source or return to origin. Okay, so as a baby or as a young child, we are very alkaline. We have a higher body water percentage. As we age, we accumulate acid waste. We are affected by oxidative stress, and our body water percentage decreases. And by consuming Kangen water, you're going to be able to return your body to that balanced state, okay, to that state of homeostasis. Okay, Kangen water is a trademark name of the water produced from an enagic manufactured Level Up series ionizer. Okay, so Kangen water is trademarked and only used describing the water produced by the enagic products. Okay. Scientifically correct names for the Kangen water are electrolyzed reduced water, ERW, or alkaline ionized water, or AIW. Okay, so when you're researching Kangen water, it's better, you'll get better results and you'll find actual information that is relevant to the health benefits of this type of water when you're using terms like electrolyzed reduced water. Okay. Or another one that I did not mention here is hydrogen-rich water. Okay, scientifically correct names of the acid waters the Kangen device produces are electrolyzed oxidized water. Okay, so on the negative side, the water is an alkaline electrolyzed reduced water, and on the positive side, the water will be an acidic oxidized water. Simply put, Kangen water is clean, light-tasting, antioxidant water that is alkaline. Okay, so when you're introducing this water to someone and they may not have a background in science, or they may not be too interested in the science, but you want to just introduce Kangen water to them as simple as possible, so that it sounds like it's something they would want to have. It sounds easy for them to grasp. So this is one example that I use, is that the Kangen water is clean, it's very light tasting, okay, and it's antioxidant water, and it's alkaline. Okay. Another example, let's just come up with one right now. Another example would be it's a water produced by a device that transforms your tap water into crisp, clean, antioxidant-rich, hydrogen-rich, pH-balanced water. Okay, so that's how you want to find a way for that you can deliver what Kangen water is with simplicity and make it sound, pleasant and easy for someone to grasp, so they can have a general idea. Okay, this water is healthy. It's a healthier type of water. Okay, another way I describe it is that Kangen water is a electrically reduced water. Reduced meaning it has accepted or gained electrons. So as I just said, or a little bit earlier, electrolyzed reduced water, okay, is the negative water, the water that's on the negative side. And it's called reduced because the word reduced simply means something has gained electrons, okay? It's the opposite of oxidation. It's a reduction. So the oxidation is being reduced. So simplest way to understand it is reduce. Why it's called electrolyzed reduced water is because it's gaining electrons. And on the acid side, the positive side, electrons are being removed from the water. So we're having an oxidation happening, okay? So the different types of waters. And before we get into this, it's very important that you become familiar and comfortable talking about these different types of waters and being able to provide some examples of applications that somebody could use these waters for, okay? Because this device is not just about the drinking water. There's many other waters and they have a lot of fantastic functions. Okay, so we got 4 types of alkaline water produced by the ionizer. We have 8.5, the 9, 9.5, and 11.5. We have 1 neutral water, clean water. We have 2 acid waters that we promote, 6.0 and 2.5. The device always produces an alkaline water and an acidic water at the same time. Okay, that's very important to understand. When the water is running through the machine, through the device, that's a little thing that I always like to share with people. Don't call it a machine, call it a device. It sounds more professional, and that's what it is. It is a medical device. So call it a device versus a machine, okay? So when the water is flowing through the device and is flowing through the electrolysis chamber, okay, the water is being split. So whenever you make an alkaline water, you always make an acidic water at the same time. So for an example, and one more tip, if the pH scale is out of 14, so we're going to get into that in a later module, but when you split the waters, the acid and alkaline waters will always equal 14. So for an example, when you produce Kangen water 9.5, that's what's going to be coming out of the alkaline hose. A pH of 4.5, acid water will be coming out of the acid hose, okay? When you are producing neutral water, you're going to have a pH of 7 coming out of both hoses, okay? Because it's going to equal 14. And when you make the strong Kangen water 11.5, which is going to be coming out of the alkaline hose, you are going to be producing the 2.5 acid water at the same time. Now, I get asked this question 100% of the time. I go and hook up a device for someone, and I'm showing them, the buttons and, how to generate these waters for the first time. I always get asked, how do I generate the 11.5? Okay, so that 11.5 is generated when selecting the 2.5 strong acid water button. It produces both at the same time. This one product can make any home or business go green and chemical free. This is a very important way for us to be marketing this product, because a lot of people, especially in this day and age, are looking for ways to be more environmentally conscious. They are looking for ways to reduce their carbon footprint, recycle more, okay? And people are very aware of the types of chemicals and toxins that are being put into into these different types of these cleaners, sanitizers that we are buying from stores. And people are aware of how dangerous these are and how they are affecting our health. So it's a very amazing product at delivering an entirely go green, chemical-free type of solution for someone's home or business. Okay, alkaline waters. So the 8.5 is promoted for being great with preparing tea and coffee. Depending on the individual's personal level of health, this may be the best option to start drinking to allow the body to adjust. Okay, so I always, when I put people on water trials, I always give them the 9.5. But you want to judge each individually different. You want to get to know them. You want to kind of know, if they're dealing with any chronic health issues, if they are very sick, because what will happen 99.999% of the time is people are going to start to detox. They're going to go into a healing crisis, is the term I like to use. Because the water is, the 9.5 is so good at, getting into the cellular, getting into the body and hydrating at a cellular level, it's going to start moving around stored wastes, okay, and toxins, and we're gonna have to flush those out. So people may experience headaches, loose bowels, okay, they may experience skin breakouts, they may experience nausea. This doesn't normally last very long, but for some people, that healing crisis or that detox period could be worse if they are extremely acidotic, or if they are very chronically ill, or if they've been on a bad lifestyle for decades. It's going to take a lot of time to get their body to adjust. So the 9.5 may be too much to start. It might be almost put their body in a little bit of shock. Okay, so as a safe precaution for people that that are chronically ill, start them off with the 8.5, and the 8.5, the pH is lower, okay, and it's not as ionized as the 9.5. Okay, the 9.0 is promoted for being great for cooking, steaming vegetables, boiling pasta, oatmeal, creating soups and stews. This is also used for drinking after consuming the 8.5 for some time. So if someone's consuming the 8.5 for a week, or even 3 to 5 days to a week, and they're feeling they haven't even gotten any detox symptoms from the 8.5, you can suggest that they move to the 9.0. Okay, and I personally use the 9.5 for everything. My coffee, my tea, I use it for my cooking. But the 9.0 is great for cooking. What the water does is, because of the pH and because of the ionization process, this type of water is great at pulling out the taste, the flavors, okay, the nutrition from foods, and it really does enhance the flavor. Okay, 9.5 is the optimal drinking water, Kangen water. Kangen coffee. Okay, the 11.5 strong Kangen water is produced with the aid of the electrolysis enhancer fluid. This water is a fantastic emulsifier. Now, that's a great term to use, that the water is a great emulsifier. So what is an emulsifier? An emulsifier is a substance that is able to break down oils, greases, fats. Okay, it is great for cleaning pesticides off of fruits and vegetables. Okay, cleaning fat, grease, and oil stains. So you can use it in your laundry. It's good. You can actually put 11.5 in your laundry, okay, and it's going to help emulsify any oil stains off clothes. It is it is fantastic at reducing inflammation. So if people have a swollen joints, you can wrap a cloth and put it over that swollen area, and it will help reduce the inflammation. Okay, it's great for soaking feet. People that get swollen feet or want, you can soak your feet in the 11.5, and it will reduce inflammation on the feet and ankles. And applying on top of burns, it can be used to replace toothpaste as well. So applying it on top of burns, it's an anti-inflammatory, so it will reduce the inflammation from that's happening on the burn. And yes, it can be used to replace your toothpaste because it is fantastic at breaking down and emulsifying those fatty oil or grease produced stains that we're accumulating from our food. So it's great for whitening your teeth. Okay, keep in mind the 2.5 strong acidic water is produced at the same time as the 11.5. So what I do normally is I will store these waters. So I will produce them at the same time. I will get 2 jugs and fill them up at the same time. Preferably black jugs, which you can get on the Enagic site, because we don't want light penetrating through the containers and degrading the effects of these waters. So if you store them in black jugs and you put them somewhere where it's room temperature or cool, dark, and you're not shaking them around too much, these waters will last over a week long, and it's just nice to have them stored so they're readily accessible and available. Clean water. The 7.0 neutral water, known as clean water, is basically it's filtered tap water. So the water is running through the filter on the device, and then there is no ionization process really occurring. So the water's coming out at 7 out of both hoses. Clean water is promoted as the best choice for making baby formula and for use when ingesting prescription medications. Okay, Enagic recommends that people take the clean water with prescription medications because some medications they have specific time release properties, or they target specific areas of the body, and some people are on 1 medication, some people are on 12 medications. You don't really know who's on what, and some people take a lot of medications in one day. And the 9.5, because of its structure and its hydrating properties, it may actually enhance the ability of the medications. Okay, so it might help the medication become even more powerful, more potent. Okay, and we're gonna go back. And for baby formula, it's neutral. I personally recommend using the 8.5 for the baby formula because of the negative ORP. A mother's breast milk, has a negative ORP naturally. So if you're using tap water and Enfalac, that's going to have a positive ORP. So I suggest to people that don't want to use the 8.5, so that the Enfalac may even have a little bit of a negative ORP. Okay, beauty water. I think I have a sip of coffee here. Beauty water is water that is acidic. It is between 5.5 to 6.0. Beauty water is the only acid water that will come out of the device on the top hose where the alkaline waters flow out from. So when you press beauty water, the beauty water comes out of the normally alkaline hose. When acid water, like the beauty water, is being produced, the Kangen device will beep while the water is running to indicate to the user that the acid water is being produced. Now, I had one individual who thought that the machine was malfunctioning when they were hearing the beeping. So I explained to them, it's just indicating to you that there is an acid water being produced. Okay, so beauty water has the same pH as the outer topical layer of human skin and is great for washing hands and face and other areas of the body where dry skin or irritation occurs. It's great for hydrating the skin and moisturizing the skin because the pHs are the same. Our skin has a lower acidic pH, pH is 6, to protect us from bugs, pathogens, okay, bacteria that we are going to be exposed to. It's an acidic layer, okay, to oxidize those critters, okay? So the beauty water is the same pH and it's very hydrating to the skin. Beauty water is great for moisturizing the skin, hair, and scalp. For hair salons, as an example, the beauty water can be used to reduce irritation to the scalp after hair coloring. Okay, because when people get their hair colored, hair dyed, you're actually changing the pH of the hair. And if, for an example, if you raise the pH of the hair, and that dye is on the scalp, it's going to be irritating and it's going to make the scalp really red. So beauty salons can actually use this beauty water to spray the beauty water on the irritated parts of the scalp to reduce the irritation, okay, and help moisturize the skin. That's one example of a business that would benefit from the beauty water. Okay, beauty water is astringent and oxidative. So astringent meaning it will help maintain this and make the skin feel tight. So for women, a lot of women like to have a little spray bottle of beauty water, keep it in their purse. They will spritz their face, moisturize their hair, so it's soft and shiny, and then it reduces wrinkles. Okay? And it's just water, chemical-free. Beauty water is great for pets. Okay, so same goes with your pet's fur coats. You can spray the coats, comb them in, and it's going to help them look shiny, smooth, and it's oxidative, so it's going to deter bugs, okay, or pests that would normally irritate your pets. Okay, it also helps maintain the cleanliness of the plates within the device. Okay, this is very important. When you produce beauty water, the pH is 6, beauty water will come out of the normally alkaline hoses. So for that to happen, the device will reverse the polarity of the plates, okay? What that means is the negative plates now become the positive plates, and the positive plates now become the negative plates, okay? And that's how the beauty water is able to come out of the normally alkaline hoses. And what this does is it will start to repel any of the alkaline minerals that were building up on the plates. They will, now that the plates are positive, not negative, they will repel the plates and they will get pushed off the plates. Okay, so this is a cleaning tip that should be done every day. Even just running the beauty water every day for between 1 to 3 minutes. So what I do is when I first wake up in the morning, I turn on the beauty water, run it for a minute or two, and then I'll go to 9.5. And like I said, what that does is it will slow down the accumulation of scaling of the alkaline mineral scaling on your plates. It's going to slow that down. Okay, this does not replace e-cleaning, but this is a great practice and will reduce the scaling and the mineral buildup between your e-cleans. Okay, strong acidic water. The strong acidic water 2.5 produced by the Kangen water device is also known as hypochlorous acid. It is a weak acid, but is highly oxidative. So what that means is it's not able to damage the skin, but but because it's highly oxidative, it is a very, very good sterilant and disinfectant. Okay, this water is produced by using the electrolysis enhancer fluid. Okay, so it's perfect for wound care, sores, bed sores as an example. Okay, cold sores, gangrene, diabetic gangrene. That's this water is used in Japanese hospitals to treat diabetic gangrene. Okay, it kills germs, viruses, pathogens, bacteria, and fungi. It kills everything, guys. Makes a perfect mouthwash and is great for gurgling when suffering from a sore throat. Great for cleaning and disinfecting kitchens, floors, bathrooms, toys, door handles, etc. This water is good for cleaning everything. It is fantastic. Strong acid water was approved for use disinfecting food products in the United States in June 2002 in accordance with food hygiene law under the name hypochlorous acid. No other ionizer on the market produces hypochlorous acid. All other ionizers that are similar to the Enagic, that are not produced by Enagic, they do produce a 2.5 acid water, but they do not use the electrolysis enhancer fluid. So without that salt water, that's basically all it is salt water. Without the salt being introduced to the electrolysis process, you are not going to be producing hypochlorous acid. So there are actually some knockoff models that will promote that it's hypochlorous acid, but they're not using salt. So it's just 2.5 pH water, which doesn't have the same kill rate as hypochlorous acid. Okay, some manufacturers they don't really promote it, but they even produce devices that only produce this one water and can be, over $3,000. So with the Enagic, you're getting this, you're getting everything in one package. And this hypochlorous acid water is one of the most important functions, in my opinion. I use it all over my house. I clean my floors with it. I clean everything with it. I have a young 1-year-old son, and he's always crawling around the floor. He's always climbing stuff, grabbing food, dropping things on the floor, and putting things in his mouth. And it really is a peace of mind for me that I'm able to, sterilize the home and do it frequently because it's just water I generated on site, and I can spray or I can put it in like a mop, and I can mop the floor with the 2.5. It really is a versatile water. And one of my other things I love about it is the wound care. I'm able to put it on top of cuts. If one of my kids falls and cuts themselves, or if they cut themselves on something that's dirty, okay, I'm able to, disinfect and clean the wound. If they got to go to the hospital, at least I'm able to disinfect it and make sure that it's clean before even going to taking a kid to the emergency. Okay. Another great idea for this water for your pets is if you're taking your dog into the bush for a hike and there's going to be a lot of ticks, you can spray 2.5 strong acid water, hypochlorous acid, on their coats. It will not bother the dog at all, and it will keep things like ticks away from your dog. Okay, so the electrolysis enhancer fluid. So you need the electrolysis enhancer fluid to help produce the 11.5 strong Kangen water and the 2.5 hypochlorous acid. Okay, you need the salt to do this, to get the levels of well, I guess the best way to put it is, in order to get the high level of oxidation that the 2.5 can produce, you need the salt. Okay, so what you may find online, and what I like to warn people that are, you know, they may go and do their own research. A lot of other companies will say that the electrolysis enhancer fluid is a danger and shouldn't be used in the machine, and they're blatantly lying, but they're playing and they're manipulating individuals in order to make a sale. Okay, so the electrolysis enhancer fluid is used to increase the conductivity of water. See, once you know this stuff, you're able to educate your clients. Because I have had clients come to me and say, "Hey, Rob, I'm drinking the water. I really like it, but I went and did my own research, and this one company said that the electrolysis enhancer fluid is toxic, it's dangerous." Okay, and then you want to warn them about these types of predator companies that are out there, and you want to give them the proper information. Okay, so what the reason for the electrolysis enhancer fluid is to enhance conductivity of the water, okay, so that you can produce these desired levels of the ORP, okay? So in other words, without the salt water, you can't make hypochlorous acid. You can make 2.5 acid water, but you can't make hypochlorous acid, okay? Without the salt introduced to the water during electrolysis, true hypochlorous acid cannot be produced. And if you look at the picture here, this is just a bottle that is ordered off the Enagic site, electrolysis enhancer. Okay, and it says what the constituents: processed water, which is filtered, purified water, and sodium chloride, which is salt. Okay, so when salt is dissolved in water, it disassociates. Okay, it is a hydrophilic substance. It likes water. So what happens is sodium chloride, salt, is Na plus and Cl negative. So NaCl. When you introduce NaCl to water, it disassociates, and you get Na plus and Cl negative. Okay, and that makes the water more conductive, and it's the NaCl that is going through the electrolysis process with your tap water, with your source water, that is going to produce the chloride in the hypochlorous acid. Okay, and it does have a very strong, distinct smell. But what makes the hypochlorous acid powerful is not the pH. It's not that it's 2.5. It's ORP. And we are going to discuss that in a later module. But the ORP of the hypochlorous acid, when you generate it on site, is over 1100 millivolts. Okay. You may not know what that means at this point, but basically, the higher that number is, the better it is at oxidizing and killing bugs, viruses, germs, funguses, pathogens. Okay, so 1100 is a very, very high number. To give you some perspective, most municipal tap waters using chlorine keep the ORP above 300 to anywhere to 600. And if you're swimming in a public swimming pool or at a hotel, they like to maintain their swimming pools at around 750. Okay, because at those levels, germs and bugs will die. They will not be able to survive. They'll be oxidized. So the hypochlorous acid is 1100. Okay, let's talk about the e-cleaning. E-cleaning is a manual cleaning technology unique to Enagic products. Ionizer owners can also send their machine to the nearest Enagic corporate office for a deep cleaning. So a deep cleaning is another procedure Enagic does. they have a service team of technicians at every corporate office, and you can, if you want, you can send your machine for a deep clean. It's very low cost. I think it's around $35, and it's another level of cleaning above the e-cleaning. But I want to make you aware of that if you don't already know, and it's something that you want to do. You do want to share with your clients or your new customers. Okay, that there is that level. There is, that if they have any issues with their machine, if they wanted a higher level of cleaning, if they, they can call and or send an email to the nearest Enagic office anytime. Enagic has set up a very powerful network around the world, and the customer service is there. Okay. E-Clean powder is pure citric acid, and I have a picture here of a cleaning powder packet. Okay, it's just citric acid, nothing more. This is a common and effective method of cleaning water treatment systems in many water industries. Okay, so the citric acid will break down and dissolve the alkaline minerals that are building up in the hoses, in the chambers, and on the plates of the machine, of the device. E-cleaning should be done at least once a month and is essential in maintaining the best Kangen water possible over time. E-cleaning will break down scaling on the plates, chambers, and hoses in the machine. Auto cleaning technologies will never clean as effective as the manual e-clean technology. Okay, so the kryptonite to an ionizer is scaling. Now, scaling is when you are separating the waters via electrolysis. Okay, you're concentrating the minerals that are naturally found in the water, so they build up on the plates. Okay, now we already discussed how using the beauty water will help pull those off, but doing the e-clean, by doing the e-clean procedure and putting the citric acid solution in the machine, in the device, I gotta stop saying machine, in the device, okay, it's going to mix and break down those minerals, and it does a very, very effective job at not only cleaning the plates, but the hoses, okay, the chambers in the device, okay. It also will disinfect the device. So e-cleaning, like it says, should be done at least once a month, or if depending on your use, every couple of weeks. You can order the e-clean packets on the Enagic shop website. They are $25 for a pack of 24, so very inexpensive and essential. When you do these e-cleans at least once a month, okay, and you're breaking down the scaling, you're gonna be maintaining the therapeutic levels of the water being produced over time. Okay, so a year or two, 10 years down the road, the water is still going to be tasting and being as therapeutic as day one, because you're going to be cleaning and descaling the plates. Okay, so when the water makes more contact with the plates, you get more therapeutic properties in the water. Okay, now if you have an SD501, or if somebody purchases an SD501, you're going to want to help them with their first e-clean. Okay, in the manual it breaks down the procedure, but it's really good, and it shows that you are, that they have your support and that you are very professional, and they may tell their friends, you know what, so and so came to my house and helped me hook up the device. Then he or she came and helped me with my first e-clean. They were so professional. I never felt overwhelmed. I'm really glad I purchased the device from them. Okay, so the SD501 uses one packet and has a cleaning cartridge, and the K8 uses 2 packets per e-clean procedure. So if you're doing an e-clean once a month, okay, and it's 24 packets in a box. Okay, for the K8, it's only going to cost you $25 a year to clean your machine once a month. So it's very inexpensive, and it's necessary to maintain those therapeutic benefits, especially when you're giving out the water and you're going to be doing the business like we are. You want to be doing your e-cleans and at least that once a month. I usually do them every 3 weeks, and because I'm giving out the water, I'm having demos in my home. I want people to have the water as therapeutic as possible, and I need, and for myself, this is a really amazing product, and keeping that scaling down is #1 priority. Okay, so auto cleaning technologies will never clean as effective as the manual e-clean technology. There's nothing else like it. A lot of other manufacturers that want to compete with us, they don't even have a manual cleaning option or technology. They just have a self-cleaning procedure that the device goes through, and you really can't compare the two. Okay, the citric acid is the best in the industry. Okay, so the different Levelux series models and their properties. Okay, it's very important that you are familiar with these products. Okay, you need to know the specifications. You want to be able to be familiar with the specifications of the different devices. Okay, so if someone's asking you questions, you should be able to give them answers fairly quickly. Okay, like simple questions like, okay, well, how much warranty is on each device? How many plates are in each device? Okay, what kind of waters do these devices produce? You want to be comfortable and familiar answering these questions, okay? Part of being a professional and being a product of the product is being very knowledgeable with the products that you are promoting, okay? So we're going to start with the Levelux R. The Levelux R is the starter model, or known as the travel model. Okay, so that's what Enagic promotes it as. This model does not produce the 11.5 and 2.5 waters. Very important to know that, because this has the lowest cost. Okay, this product has the lowest cost. So someone may like the cost, but it might not be the best device for them, because they may have a large family and they may benefit from the 2.5 and 11.5. So the cost of this machine is $1,980, and it has a 3-year warranty, and all warranties are manufacturer warranties. Okay. Enagic promotes that these devices have a life expectancy of, up to 20 years, 25 years, even higher. Okay, so they have their warranties, and they are manufacturer warranties. A lot of knockoff competitor companies promote that they have lifetime warranties, but people need to read the fine print, because they're not buying manufacturer warranties. They're buying lifetime warranties from the company that is promoting the product. Like I said in the previous module, Enagic is the only original equipment manufacturer. So when you buy an Enagic product, you're buying a product from the manufacturer, okay? So you're getting the manufacturer's warranty. When you buy a product from another company that is not an OEM company, and you're buying a lifetime warranty, you're not buying a warranty that with the name of the manufacturer on it. So you're buying a lifetime warranty to that company. So if that company goes belly up, or if they change models, okay, you're screwed. So I truly believe that our warranties are the best warranties, because they are manufacturer warranties, and we do have the best built devices to offer. Okay, the model has 3 smaller plates that are 76.3 square centimeters of surface area, combining both sides of the plate. Okay, now it's not necessary to memorize the physical sizes of the plates, okay? But Enagic has basically two plate sizes, okay? All the other models, from the JR2 to the ST501 in Platinum to the K8 to the Super, they all use a larger plate than the Level Up R. It's not that much larger. Here, I explained that it's 76.3 square centimeters of surface area, and that's combining both sides of the plate. Okay, so if you take that number and divide it by 2, okay, that's going to give you one side, okay? But both sides are being used in the device. So the larger plates use a total surface area of 89 square centimeters. So that's the area of the plate. Now, you don't necessarily need to memorize these numbers, but I'm going to be going over a mathematical equation here that is going to give you a value, okay, a unit called potential electrolysis units. And it's a way for you to understand the difference in the power of the devices, okay? It just mathematically demonstrates the difference in power between the models. Okay, so I want to share that with you guys. I want you to become familiar with that. That way, you know, and if somebody does want to look deeper into, what makes models different and why this one's 9.5 is better than this one's 9.5, you will be able to answer those questions, okay? So someone asks, okay, the Level Up R has 3 plates, has a 3-year warranty. It does not make 11.5 and 2.5 waters, and it does not come with a cleaning cartridge for e-cleans. Okay, so if I take that 76.3 centimeters squared and I multiply it by 3, because it has 3 of those plates, I get a total plate surface area of 229 square centimeters, okay? This model has a 100 watt power supply and puts out 1.2 amps of direct current, or DC current. Okay, so for people that aren't familiar with that term, amps are about a unit of measurement measuring the amount of electrons flowing in a circuit, okay? So the more amps flowing, the more electrolysis you're gonna have happen to the water, okay? And watts are a measurement of power, just like horsepower. So if someone asks how much power, how much horsepower a vehicle has, okay, watts and horsepower are measuring the same thing, the amount of work, the amount of power a device has, can put out, okay? And what I have learned in my education is, just as a little tip here, 746 watts equals 1 horsepower. So this model has 100 watt power supply, okay? And when you're making 9.5, the power supply is putting out 1.2 amps of DC current, okay? So if we take the 100 watts, we multiply that by 1.2 amps, and we multiply that by 229 square centimeters, which is the total surface area, we get a value of 27,468 potential electrolysis units, okay? Like I said, you don't need to share this with brand new clients, but if somebody wants to go deeper into understanding why this product, the specifications on the product, this is a really good way to mathematically show them. So the PEUs, or potential electrolysis units, are the total surface area of the plates multiplied by the watts, multiplied by the DC amps that are put out of the power supply. Okay, so the Level Up Junior 2. The Level Up Junior 2 does produce the 2.5 and the 11.5 waters. So it produces all the waters. It basically is like an SD501. It's just a smaller version of the SD501. It can be e-cleaned, has an electrolysis enhancer fluid tank, and it has a 3-year warranty. Costs $2,400. And this model has 3 large plates. And each plate has a total surface area combining both sides of the plate that equals 89 square centimeters. 89 times 3 equals 267 square centimeters of total plate surface area. This model has a 120 watt power supply and puts out 1.6 amps of direct current. Okay, so just by looking at these numbers, these specifications, has a larger power supply, puts out more current, and has more surface area. So we know that the PEUs, or the potential electrolysis units of the JR2, are going to be greater than the Level Up R. Okay, so we get a total of 51,264 PEUs, which is almost double the power, the potential electrolysis units of the Level Up R, okay? So someone's asking you about the JR2. It's got 3 larger plates, 3-year warranty, produces all the waters, okay? Can be e-cleaned, has manual cleaning. So these are things that you want to become very familiar with. The PEUs, I recommend you do learn that and you do become familiar with it, but something you can share with individuals later on if they want to know more or if they want to compare devices. Okay, this is a great tool in comparing devices. Okay, the Level Up SD501 and the Platinum, they're essentially the same device. The difference is the Platinum has the stainless looking appearance, and it also has a language function so that it can speak in 8 different languages. So if someone asks you what's the difference between the SD501 and the Platinum, simply the appearance, and the SD501 Platinum has a language function where you can choose 8 different languages. Okay, so the Level Up SD501 is a Magic 7-plate device. This device produces all waters. This model costs $4,000, and the Platinum is $4,300, and they both have a 5-year warranty. This device has 8 languages, so Chinese, Japanese, English, French, Italian, Portuguese, Dutch, and Spanish. These 7 large plates total 89 square centimeters by 7 plates is a total plate surface area of 623 square centimeters. This model has a 230 watt power supply. So this power supply in this device, you know, is over double the Level Up R and JR2. It's double the JR2's power supply. So we're getting a lot more power because we have a lot more plates. Okay, and it puts out 2.5 amps of DC current when producing 9.5. Okay, so if we take those numbers and we multiply them all together, we take our 230 watts, we take our 2.5 amps, we multiply it by our total surface area, centimeters squared, of 623, we get 358,225 potential electrolysis units. So that's a lot more than the 57 from the JR2. The Level Up R has only 7.67% of the power that this model has. Okay, that's a huge difference because they're both producing 9.5. So which 9.5 is going to have more molecular hydrogen? Which 9.5 is going to have a greater negative ORP? Okay, which 9.5 is going to have is going to be more therapeutic? Obviously, it's going to be the 9.5 from the SD501, and we are able to demonstrate that using this math and getting this PEU number. Okay, so the level of K8. One more thing about the SD501. It is the model used by Dr. Horst Filzer in the scientific studies that were done in live human volunteers. And it is the #1 bestseller out of all the enagic products. I have a K8. This is the device that I promote try to this is the one that I promote, and I suggest that for people who haven't purchased yet, purchase the device that you want to be selling the most of. Okay? So it's marketed as the Super Antioxidizer, Enagic's newest model, and it is Enagic's flagship product. The SD501 is the flagship product, but since the K8 has come out, it's the ultimate home model. This is the Mercedes-Benz. This is the Rolls-Royce of the ionizers right here. Okay, this model costs $5,000 and has a 5-year warranty. This device has 8 languages, LCD touchscreen, auto on and off feature, and a different style electrolysis tank and e-clean procedure. Okay, so the Kangen 8 has 8 large plates. Okay, so let's go back to the SD501 for a minute. So if someone's asking you about the SD501, okay, it's a 7-plate device, has a 230-watt power supply. It actually, if somebody knows what amps are, you can tell them, okay, it puts out 2.5 amps of current. So it's a very powerful device. Okay, it has a 5-year warranty. Can be manually cleaned, produces all the waters. The K8 also has a 5-year warranty, okay? Produces all the waters. The electrolysis tank physically looks different, and the e-clean procedure is done a little differently, but the device actually has an e-clean setting on the K8 that walks you through it step by step. And like I said, you're gonna be wanting to go and help people do their first e-cleans, okay? It just really shows that you are committed and you are a professional. So the real difference between this device and the SD501 Platinum, they both have the 8 languages option, is the extra plate and the look, obviously, and then the LCD screen, the touch screen is pretty nice and convenient. And there's no on and off button. All the other devices have an on and off button. This one doesn't. Turn the water off. After 30 seconds, the machine just powers off on its own. Okay? You can turn the water back on, and it will come. The device comes on automatically. So pretty cool in my opinion. It's really worth it. I love having this product. Okay, so if we take the 89 square centimeters, multiply it by the 8 plates, we get 712 square centimeters. That's the total surface area of all the 8 plates. We multiply that by the 230 watts that the power supply is, and it puts out 2.5, I put 2.6 amps, but it's 2.5 amps, times 712, and we get 409,400 potential electrolysis units. Okay, so the greater that number is, the more therapeutic the 9.5 really is going to be. 1 second. Sorry, guys, the computer was going to die. Okay. Okay. So the level of R has only 6.7% of the power of this model. This model is good for every application, guys. This is the one that I market the most, and this is the one that I have and that I have represented at my demos. So someone says to me, it's alkaline water, it's 9.5 from the level of R. What's the difference between the 9.5 from the K8? Well, if they really want to know, you now have the understanding of PEUs, and you'll know that it's the total surface area of the plates multiplied by the watts, multiplied by the amps, and you can explain to them with math and say, look, this is a potential electrolysis unit. And the 9.5 produced by the level of R only has 6.7% of the power or the therapeutic properties of the 9.5 from the K8. Okay, so for families, for people who are athletic, people that are looking for the maximum level of healing, that are looking for water that will last longer once it's produced. Maybe they have to take it and it'll last longer in a bottle, okay, before it starts to oxidize. This is the K8, the ST501. Those are the models you want to be promoting. The Super ST501. The level of R is great for traveling. So if you want to, you can use it as a carry-on. Take it to if you have a vacation destination that you can hook up in the bathroom in a hotel room where the water is safe to drink. Okay, that's a great application for it. And for me, I personally think it's great for elderly people, single elderly or widowed elderly that just want to have a better quality antioxidant water. That's going to hydrate them better and is going to have less upkeep. It's going to not require so much maintenance. Okay. So we are going to go to the next one here. The Super ST501. Okay, and like I said, it's good to know the cost. So a level of R is $1980, $2,400 for the JR2, $4,000 for the ST501, $4,300 for the Platinum. And the Platinum, Enagic always offers trade-in deals, so people can trade in ionizers from different companies or different types of water, like RO systems. And Enagic may give them up to $1,000 off the price of a Platinum. Okay. That's another thing that Enagic usually does, the trade-in offers. It's just with the Platinums, I think. I'm not actually too sure, but with that, it's another incentive for people that already have another ionizer. They can actually use that ionizer, and like I said, they can get up to $1,000 off an ST501 Platinum. Okay, so the Super ST501 is great for industrial settings, commercial settings, and residential settings. This model costs $59.80, has a 3-year warranty. Essentially operates as 2 independent devices in one unit. So this device has 12 plates. Okay, 12 large plates and a 720 watt power supply. But it's not one device like the K8 where it's using all 12 or using all 8. This is using 7. It has 7 plates for one device and 5 for the other. Because when I first got in, when I first started getting involved with Enagic, I thought for quite a while that this was just a big 12-plate machine, but it's not. It's a 7 and a 5-plate machine built into one machine, but it's 2 independent machines. The plates are split up into 7 and 5 plates. Great for multitasking in busy kitchens. So you can be producing you know, your 2.5 and 11.5 with the 7-plate machine, filling up, you know, a sink to clean leafy greens and produce for salads at a restaurant, as an example. And at the same exact time, you could be using the 5-plate machine to be filling up water pitchers and glasses for the dining tables. Okay, as an example. Okay, so those are the Level Up series products. Now, I always suggest that people purchase the K8 because it's the one that, you know, you're going to want to promote. It has the 8 plates. Okay, it's very effective. It is the one that you're going to want to, you know, to sell. Okay, now the ST501 and the ST501 Platinum are fantastic devices. I guess I'm just a little bit fond of the K8 because that's the one that I have, and I really do enjoy having that device. It is fantastic. It's built amazing. Always delivers. Okay, and I really like having that product for when I do my demos. I've sold a lot of K8s because I have a K8. Okay, we're going to talk about the Inespa here, the Inespa DX, which is for your shower or bath. So the Inespa transforms your shower or bath water into a chemical-free, healthy water. For people with small children or babies, awesome product. I personally love that I have this product for my 1-year-old. When we, you know, right from his first bath, chlorine-free, negative ion mineral water bath for the kids and for yourself. Over time, you're going to be eliminating the exposure of bathing and showering in chemicals, and that's going to do a lot for your health. This product, teamed up with the Kangen water, is amazing at maintaining your health, giving your immune system an opportunity to rebuild itself. Has 3 main components: a water purification filter, a ceramic cartridge, and a neodymium magnet. So you want to be able to explain to people a little bit about this product as well, because if you are introducing the trifecta method to people, okay, or if somebody, you know, you feel who has a lot of skin issues, or that somebody who you know, already has a chlorine filter hooked up to their shower, you want to promote this product to them. You know, it's $3,100 product. So if you just say it's a chlorine filter, they're going to say, well, why would I spend $3,000 on a chlorine filter? Okay, there's a lot more to the product, so you want to know a little bit about this product so you can properly promote it. Okay, the filter is a tourmaline impregnated activated carbon pre-filter. Removes all impurities such as organic compounds like trihalmethane, and also fungus and dirt/dust, as well as chlorine. So it has a cylindrical carbon fiber filter, okay? Then there's a ceramic cartridge that is filled with minerals from the Futamata radium hot spring. You should know that. So when you're talking about this product, you know, what makes it better than a chlorine filter? Well, we have minerals from a radium hot spring, the Futamata radium hot spring in Japan, and Magic has the rights to mine the minerals of this hot spring. And we have Chicotan minerals. And the result of these minerals in the water is that they generate strong negative ions, okay? That cleans the air around the shower and reduces oxidation. So we have an antioxidation, negative ion producing, chemical-free shower water, okay? So not only are you reducing chemicals and toxins from your water, but now you're introducing minerals found in a therapeutic, natural radium hot spring. So the water is going to be a little bit alkaline. It's going to have these negative ion minerals in it. And like I said, negative ion production is used in air purification systems. And reducing oxidation is what this is all about. That's the key to longevity. The neodymium magnet changes the structure of the water when it enters the chamber so that the minerals can be easily absorbed. So when the water enters the Inespa at the bottom, there is a magnetic ring before it enters the filter and the ceramic cartridge. Okay, and that magnetic field is going to restructure the water so that it is able to absorb the minerals more effectively. Okay, so like I said, it's $3,100, but the filters last up to 3 years, okay, before you have to change your filters. And filters and ceramic cartridges can be purchased on the Enagic shop website. Okay, so other products that Enagic produces are the Ukon supplements. Okay, now Enagic has turmeric farms in Okinawa, Japan, and they are 100% organic. They are watered with Kangen water. They are cleaned and manufactured using Kangen water. Okay, and they use a spring and a fall Ukon, and they are very, and they're an effective anti-inflammatory. That's the main property of the Ukon, is that it's a effective anti-inflammatory, and it is a strong antioxidant. Okay, so there's the Ukon, and then Enagic also produces a Ukon and honey organic tea. There is also Kangen rice, and there is also a soap that Enagic makes. So those are some of the other products that Enagic makes that you can become familiar with. I find that when I'm discussing with people about the Ukon, they really like that it's that Enagic has their own Ukon farms in Okinawa, Japan, okay, and that they're 100% organic. So information like that is helpful for you to know and to have in your back pocket. Yeah, so those are the products. We've gone through the different types of waters. We've gone through the properties of the waters. Like I said, knowing the prices of the products, knowing how many plates, the warranties, okay, how, what the electrolysis enhancer fluid is and what it does. It's just salt water. Okay, why it's used. Applications people can use these different waters for. If you know these things, if you're familiar with these things, it's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, you're going to be able to answer people's questions quickly, effectively, and correctly. Okay, you're going to appear to be very professional, and it's going to speed up the process of getting somebody from the introductory stages to a water trial, to educating them, to doing the paperwork. Okay, so education and being familiar with these products is key to success. Yeah, okay, that's it for module 2. I will see you guys on the next module. Thank you for hopping on.